Welcome viewers to the Saturday, January 11th weekend roundup. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you this week's top stories from the British Virgin Islands. While leading this week's top stories, Police Constable Orlando Baynes was arrested and charged with breach of trust by a public officer following an internal investigation by the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force into a significant security breach. The breach, which occurred during a planned operation in November 2024, involved the unauthorized disclosure of sensitive information, comprising the operation's success and raising concerns about law enforcement protocols. In response, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force launched a comprehensive investigation led by a specialized internal team to identify the source of the breach. The findings reveal the severity of the incident and underscore the need for stricter accountability measures within the organization. Acting Commissioner of Police Jacqueline Vanterpool, in a statement, emphasized the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force's commitment to integrity and public trust in light of the incident. Paul Jack, a national of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, have been apprehended after a year of criminal activities that terrorized the Virgin Gorda community. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force confirmed his capture following a joint operation led by Virgin Gorda detectives on Saturday, January 4th, 2025. Jack, who was previously convicted and deported from the British Virgin Islands in 2021 for offenses related to proceeds of criminal conduct, re-entered the territory illegally. He had been hiding in heavily wooded areas between Crooks Bay and Copper Mine while being linked to a series of burglaries, robberies, and other crimes that caused significant fear and disruption among residents. Jack now faces multiple charges, including illegal entry, criminal trespass armed with an offensive weapon, assault on police, resisting arrest, and aggravated burglary. In connection with the spate of crimes, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force also charged another suspect, 29-year-old Devontae Joseph, who has no fixed address. Joseph faces charges of robbery, 2 counts of burglary, aggravated burglary. Both men have been linked to break-ins targeting both unoccupied and occupied villas, escalating fears among Virgin Gorda residents. Our Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley is calling for an end to escalating gun violence in the Virgin Islands, particularly among the youth. Speaking during the House of Assembly session on Tuesday, January 7th, the Premier expressed grave concern over recent incidents, including shootings near schools and reports of teenagers carrying firearms. The Premier highlighted troubling reports of young teens, some as young as 14 or 15, being armed.
Madam Speaker, I get reports of teenagers, 14 and 15-year-olds, who are now armed. They're barely going through puberty. And they have weapons of destruction. We watch the television. We know what can happen. Just the other day in the United States, they have persons shooting up a school. The other day, we had a shooting close by school premises. While school was going on. Let me say, Madam Speaker, I have 2 children that go to that school. I hear the reports of the persons who attend that school who are in some real serious trouble with the police.
Reflecting on the Virgin Islands' peaceful reputation, Wheatley warned that the community must act to prevent further harm.
Madam Speaker, I want to appeal to those persons who are out there who are involved in criminal activities. I want to appeal to you. Put down the guns. Turn in your weapons. I want to appeal, if you are involved in illicit activity, turn your life around. It is not too late. Get on the right side. Right now, you're on the wrong side. Right now, you are living a life that's a fast life and it ends quickly. You live fast and you die fast. There are too many young persons sitting in Greenland Cemetery or Johnson Gut Cemetery or right there, Longbush. Too many individuals are sitting up in Balsam Gut.
Although overall crime rates in the BVI remain relatively low, Wheatley noted that the nature of crime has changed significantly in recent years. The rise in violent offenses, particularly among young people, is creating new challenges for law enforcement and the community. In a heartfelt plea, Wheatley urged those involved in criminal activities to reconsider their actions.
Madam Speaker, I say to you again, if we do not act now, the eyes of history will look at us disappointingly. Disappointingly. Madam Speaker, we cannot allow the Virgin Islands to be a safe haven for criminals. Therefore, Madam Speaker, I appeal to those persons who are involved in crime to turn away from that wicked, selfish behavior. Because if you do not turn away from crime, if you do not seek to live in a legal way, I will use every power that I have in my ability to ensure that you are prosecuted and imprisoned for your crimes.
Our viewers, we take a quick word from our sponsors. Stay with us. We will be right back.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of Pop the Balloon or Find the Connection. Let's meet our first contender, ladies. Okay, Joey, so do you have any toxic traits?
I'm very restrictive. I don't give more time. What you get is what you get. I don't like to give unlimited time. That's it.
Okay, can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
That's a little too restricted for me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, ladies, so let's meet our second contender.
Sorry, excuse me. Why did you pop a balloon?
It's a scam.
I could give you minutes, data, unlimited call, overseas call, fiber. What else you need?
My friend used to date you. You are a scam. She used to pay for everything and more. Nothing to offer.
Okay, ladies, let's welcome our last contender. You look nice. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you. My name is Christian Charles Thomas. They call me C Sweetie.
What do you have to offer these ladies?
Well, security, trust, unlimited time, and I'm pretty fast.
Okay, so do you have any deal breakers?
Nah, but here's my number. 444-4444. Y tú, vida ilimitada.
Okay, guys, so no pop balloons.
For a fast, reliable, and secure connection for your personal or business life, call us at 444-4444 or visit any of our CCT stores and we'll get you connected with the perfect match for you.
Welcome back, viewers. The highly contentious Police Bill 2025 was on Thursday, January 9th, 2025, passed with amendments in the House of Assembly following a heated debate and a contentious process by members, particularly those in the opposition. Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley stated that the bill was important for not only addressing the Virgin Islands crime challenges, but improving global perceptions of governance and law enforcement in the territory. The Virgin Islands Police Bill 2025, which will largely impact all Virgin Islanders, was passed during a combative process that bypassed the traditional public consultation period between the second and third readings. Whitley defended such actions and the moving forward of the bill despite opposition and lack of public consultation.
We do have to come to the conclusion that we have to put mechanisms in place to confront, to obstruct, to prevent, to arrest illicit activity in our community and our society.
Further seeking to justify the legislation, he labeled it a significant step in addressing the territory's crime rates and strengthening its reputation globally.
It's a serious responsibility that we have. And I take that responsibility very serious. I know it was suggested that my presentation yesterday was performative or theatrical, something like that, like put on a show or something like that. But I want to assure the members of this House and I want to assure the public that I take this very seriously. And, you know, I've lost several family members to violent crime over the past few years. I, day before and on a regular basis, speak to a young woman who the mother of her children was murdered and left behind two or three children. And the type of difficulties that young lady is having in surviving and making ends meet, and even from a psychological standpoint, I mean, there's a real human cost to the illicit activity which is taking place, or the violent crime. And we have to, in a very real way, confront it.
We acknowledged public distrust in the police and the various public concerns about the bill, but heeded that politics should be placed above country.
And we have to put politics on the side. We have to put politics on the side. And I dare say in the past, we've used these circumstances, we've used these opportunities to stoke fear in the public and to use that fear for political gain. Say, the government is not looking out for your interests. I mean, it was even said yesterday that we're selling out our people. No, we're not selling out our people. We're not selling out our people. That's not the intent of anyone in this house. And I already started to hear the murmurings in the community from yesterday evening about legislation which is being passed that's going to have a negative effect on our community. And I'm saying that we are taking a responsible approach to this issue.
Well, moving on, viewers, the Director of Public Prosecutions, Ms. Tiffany Scatliff, has issued a stark warning to the Standing Finance Committee regarding the critical challenges her office faces due to inadequate human and financial resources. More in this report. Speaking at the 2024 Standing Finance Committee deliberations, Director of the Public Prosecutions, Ms. Tiffany Scatliff, highlighted the long-standing resource shortages which have persisted for over 7 years and the potential consequences for the Virgin Islands' international reputation and compliance with global financial regulations. Ms. Catliff emphasized that the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force had flagged her office's resource deficiencies as a serious concern. Failure to address these issues, she warned, could result in the Virgin Islands being grey-listed or blacklisted, a move that would severely damage the territory's standing in global finance. She said the purpose of the Financial Action Task Force and the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force and other related bodies is to protect global finance by combating threats such as money laundering, terrorist financing, proliferation of financing, and illicit finance. Yet their roles in these efforts are not fully valued. The DPP reported 9 vacant legal posts ranging from principal crown counsel to paralegal posts. She said administrative staffing is near full capacity, with 1 post awaiting rotation by the Department of Human Resources. However, the legal staffing gaps have left the office struggling to manage its workload effectively. Ms. Catliff highlighted the substantial workload her office handles, including more than 150 prosecution files annually, alongside review files from investigative law enforcement agencies and government departments. She noted that the ongoing Commission of Inquiry has further increased the office's workload, compounding the strain on existing resources. The DPP stressed the importance of addressing these deficiencies to maintain the Virgin Islands' international reputation as a safe investment and tourism destination. She said that the government must show that the Virgin Islands is not a threat to global finance, is not corrupt, and is a suitable destination for investment and tourism. Fully resourcing the office of the DPP and modernizing the criminal legislative suite are essential steps towards achieving this goal. Well, the DPP urged the committee to prioritize the office's resource needs, noting that these measures are critical to the mutual evaluation process and to demonstrating the territory's commitment to global financial integrity. As her 7th appearance before the Standing Finance Committee, she said the same priority concerns are being brought forward to be addressed to no avail. Ms. Catliff said it's time to do what is essential for the Virgin Islands. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes. Well, it could be behind a piano or with a glass of wine, whatever fits the character of the deceased by the request of the family, as Majestic Life Funeral Home and Crematory Services in the British Virgin Islands recently introduced for the first time to the BVI the Majestic Life-like viewing. This was done on Thursday, January 2nd through Captain Presley King at the Majestic Life Chapel. In an invited comment, team member Ms. Kimberly Reimer shared details.
The Majestic Life-like viewing is a distinctive service we have proudly offered since our inception in 2023. This service allows families to honor their loved ones in a personalized way, without the use of a traditional casket. Instead, the deceased is presented in a scene that reflects their passions and interests. In the case of Mr. King, a devoted lover of the sea, he was dressed in a white captain's suit with a backdrop of a boat on the ocean, a tribute to his love for the water. As the first funeral home in the Virgin Islands to offer this service, we are deeply committed to fulfilling the wishes of every family we serve. At Majestic, our motto is celebrating life one family at a time. We strive to accommodate every request as long as it is legally possible. We do our best to bring those wishes to life.
Another feature which is new to the BVI but well known to the region and areas in the United States received mixed reactions from Virgin Islanders. Well, viewers, with that, we take a quick word from our sponsors. Stay with us. We will be right back.
Attention Anegada residents! Attention Anegada residents! CCT is coming to you. That's right. CCT will be visiting Anegada every third Wednesday of the month. Need to pay your bill? Sign up for a new service? Or have a customer service concern? CCT has got you covered. No need to leave the island. CCT is here to make staying connected easier than ever. Mark your calendars for every third Wednesday starting October 16th and visit us for all your CCT service needs. For more information, call us at 444-4444 or follow us on any of our social media pages. See you soon, Anegada.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The British Virgin Islands proudly secured the number 33 spot on the New York Times highly anticipated 52 places to go in 2025 list. Released annually in early January, this prestigious compilation highlights must-visit destinations, setting the tone for global travel each year. Notably, the BVI is one of only 2 Caribbean destinations to make the coveted list, underscoring its unique allure. The listing, authored by Times journalist Nora Walsh, celebrates the remarkable resurgence of iconic BVI properties that have risen stronger after the devastation of Hurricanes Irma and Maria in 2017. Featured prominently are the ongoing enhancements at the Bitter End Yacht Club, including the addition of luxurious over-the-water lofts slated for the completion this year, the reimagined Byres Marina and Resort, and the stunningly transformed Peter Island Resort, which reopened its doors in December 2024. Well, BVI's 3-time Power Soca monarch Ramon George, known by his stage name Ramon G, delivered a stellar performance at the CRUCIAN Christmas Festival 2025 Soca Monarch in St. Croix, United States Virgin Islands, placing in both competing categories. In the jumpy segment, Ramon wowed the crowd with his hit song VI Pride, amassing 1,241 points to secure first runner-up and a cash prize of $5,000. The category was won by artist Jamal with his energetic song Splash. Ramon also competed in the groovy segment with his second song Festiverse. His captivating performance earned him second runner-up and a cash prize of $1,500. The segment was won by artist Blackest for his soulful rendition of Dr. Feelgood. Well, here's a look at that performance.
I wish I could find a world that has no time, a place where we could fit. Yes, man. The man them nice, the girls them nice, punching cool like ice, setting it bright. Imagine 10,000 people on the road, a party where police can't tell we to go. Bottomless nice days, memories priceless, and we don't have to go home. All we need is girls, money and rum, the things that is sent to have fun. Everybody come and jump up with way. Plenty whining under the sun, this week with them will never done, and it's legal to mash up the place. We ain't come to play, it's mass every day. It's energy. The Festiverse is where I want to stay. We ain't come to play. It's mass every day.
Reflecting on the concept behind Festiverse, Ramon shared the inspiration behind the song.
If they catch the beginning and when they went on, the performance was based off of, like, we have in the Caribbean a lot of different festivals and carnivals right one behind the next. So if you're ever familiar with Avengers and Doctor Strange and so, when you do a little thing, you go from one universe to the next.
Right, yes.
So it come like we're going from one festival, one carnival to the next, you know what I mean? And I as a man are doing that for years, you know, drumming or whatever. So like when we leave here, it's a plane to go Trinidad or St. Kitts or something. So it's like you're going from one fete to the next. So this is the Caribbean is considered the festivals. That's our festivals.
Yes, that makes sense. See?
Yeah, man.
I know he had a
And you gotta use a spaceship together, you know.
Of course, because we have so much, like you say, you have crap over in Barbados,
Exactly.
carnival in Trinidad,
Exactly.
every island will have your own carnival.
Exactly.
We just island happen to everyone.
Yeah, man.
But this marks Ramon's second time placing in the top 3 of the Jumpy segment at the CRUCIAN Christmas Festival. In 2023, he also claimed first runner-up with his electrifying performance of Mass Intentions. Well, the British Virgin Islands netball team has made history by earning a global ranking for the first time. According to the latest world rankings, the team is now ranked 45th out of 52 teams with a total of 83 points after competing in 10 international games. Head coach Mandy Attack, speaking to 284 Media after the announcement, celebrated a milestone and praised the team's hard work, dedication, and strategic gameplay that led to this achievement.
It's been a thoroughly deserved achievement by these ladies who have worked so hard on fitness and drills to get this far. And bearing in mind, all within less than 2 years, they should all be really, really proud of themselves. To get this recognition from World Netball is just amazing. To actually be recognised, and therefore other countries, they'll start to take us seriously on tournaments. They want us to go to them. They also want to come visit the BVIs, which is amazing, and therefore we can open people's eyes to the British Virgin Islands. And obviously we can't have been able to do any of this without all of our backing from sponsors, family and friends, which have really, really helped and pushed us get to as far as where we are now.
With the foundation set, Coach Attack emphasized that the team is aiming higher for the future. The year 2025 promises to bring more challenges as the team competes against tougher opponents with hopes of climbing further up the rankings.
There will be a lot more work ahead of us, definitely, more challenges, more tournaments and more experienced countries to play against. This ladder in which we've now joined is huge. We have got to play more teams that are above us to help us get more points, and that will help us go higher and higher up the ladder to where it goes. So in 2025, that's where all the hard work starts again and then gets even harder. But it hopefully will be for a positive and therefore get these girls seen out on the world of netball. We plan to get the girls back out onto the schools to try and encourage the youth of today to actually be the ground roots for the next generation coming, and therefore we can encourage the younger generation to take the place of these ladies now in the next 5-10 years.
To strengthen the team, Coach Attack announced upcoming trials for residents interested in joining the squad. The trials aim to discover and nurture local talent, ensuring a deeper pool of players for the team's future endeavors.
I'll be opening up trials as well for these people that didn't realise that netball was on the island, and hopefully they would like to come along and join in with the fun and exercise and skills of netball so that we can all move on in the game of netball in the BVI and overseas internationally.
But the BVI's netball team's global rankings marks a significant milestone in the territory's sporting history, reflecting their hard work and determination. As the team prepares for new challenges in 2025, they aim not only to climb the rankings, but also to inspire a new generation of netball players in the territory. Residents are encouraged to support the team as they continue to make strides on the international stage. Viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and on our WhatsApp channel, as well as to like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Bye-bye.